Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw on the first play. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A good pickup there, a 22. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
The Bucs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Motion man is Shakir. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's McCarthy. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Let's go now. 19 right.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
When you look at this defense,
they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To the air with McCarthy. Shakir hauls it in. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Here now, 2nd and 4. Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Real.
It's now 3rd down.
Run. Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, running left is right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw McCarthy.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Yeah.
On fourth down, McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Khalil Shakir from 4 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon.
Wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Irving, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy operating from the gun. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Wright, 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Trey Palmer, 76 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Godwin, the motion man. Throwing is McCarthy.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
On play action. Now McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hockenson.
30 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught at the 20.
And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Bucky Irving.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 29, Vikings 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
19 tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
2nd down and 4. Here's McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go.
To the air with McCarthy. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
T.J. Hockenson.
as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Vikings 28. Cade York to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now McCarthy. It's caught. Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Top 70. Top 19. Top 19. They go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On play action, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
19, Tiger,
Motion man is Shakir. They're going to play action. Here's McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Kick is good.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
41. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2-3 score. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Baker going to give it to Irving, and he gets it down to the 32. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a give, Irving running right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.